Welcome to the Faith Focus Network, where we explore the depths of Catholic faith and practice. I'm your host, Daniela Bezant, and today we're diving into a profound and sometimes challenging concept, redemptive suffering. We'll explore how to find meaning in suffering, especially when facing chronic pain or illness, and the spiritual benefits of physical pain. We'll also look at the historical practice of self-flagellation, its relevance today, and the caution required when mental illness is involved. So stay with us as we unpack this rich and complex topic, providing insights and guidance for navigating the spiritual and physical challenges of suffering. Redemptive suffering is a Catholic belief that human suffering, when united with the passion of Christ, can have spiritual benefits for the individual and others. The concept is rooted in the understanding that Christ's suffering and death brought about redemption for humanity. By uniting our own sufferings with His, we participate in His redemptive work. Suffering before death is a reality for many, whether due to terminal illness, chronic pain, or other physical ailments. The Catholic Church teaches that this suffering can be offered up as a form of prayer, aligning one's pain with the suffering of Christ on the cross. St. John Paul II, in his apostolic letter, Salvifici Doloris, emphasizes that suffering has a place in God's plan and can lead to a deeper participation in the mystery of redemption. Living with chronic pain or illness presents a unique challenge. How can we approach this suffering redemptively? Well, here are some practical steps. Each day, offer your pain up to God, uniting it with Christ's suffering. This can be a powerful way to find meaning and purpose in your pain. And engage with your faith community, seek spiritual direction, and connect with others who understand your struggles. And use your suffering as an opportunity to pray for others, offering your pain for their intentions. Experiencing physical pain can lead to spiritual growth in several ways. Pain can humble us, reminding us of our dependence on God and our need for His grace. And suffering can deepen our empathy and compassion for others who are in pain. And pain can help us detach from worldly concerns and focus more on our spiritual lives. It's crucial to approach the concept of redemptive suffering with caution, especially when mental illness is involved. For those with mental health struggles, interpreting suffering as redemptive can sometimes lead to harmful behaviors or thoughts. So if you or someone you know is struggling with mental illness, seek professional help and ensure that any spiritual practices are supportive and not detrimental. Self-flagellation is a historical practice where individuals inflict pain on themselves as a form of penance and spiritual discipline. This practice was more common in the medieval period, with various contraptions like whips, cilices, and spiked belts being used. For examples, the whips were used, or leather cords were used to put lashes on one's back, and hair shirts worn close to the skin caused discomfort and pain, and spiked belts with inward-facing spikes were worn around the leg or the waist. Today, self-flagellation and similar practices are very, very rare and not really encouraged by the Church. The emphasis has shifted towards interior forms of penance like fasting, prayer, and almsgiving, with a focus on spiritual growth without all the physical harm. The Church today advocates for a balanced approach to penance and suffering. Pope Francis, in his various teaching, emphasizes the importance of mercy, compassion, and care for oneself and others. He encourages the faithful to find meaning in suffering through prayer, community, and service, rather than through physical mortification. So here are some practical tips for embracing redemptive suffering in a healthy and spiritually enriching way. You can make a daily offering by starting each day with a prayer offerings of your sufferings to God. And every time you get annoyed throughout the day, offer that up to God too. Read spiritual classics on suffering, such as Salvifici Doloris by St. John Paul II. Join a support group or prayer group to share your experiences and receive encouragement, or seek professional and psychological help when dealing with chronic pain or mental illness. Redemptive suffering is a profound and challenging concept that can lead to deep spiritual growth. By offering our sufferings to God, seeking support, and focusing on compassionate and merciful practices, we can find meaning and purpose even in our most difficult moments. Thank you for joining me today on this journey through the concept of redemptive suffering. I hope this episode has provided you with some valuable insights. Don't forget to subscribe to the Faith Focus Network for more explorations of the Catholic faith. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with others and please leave a comment. It really helps us when you do. Until next time, may you find peace and meaning in every aspect of your faith journey and keep that faith alive.